Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call to order this public meeting of the Board of Johnson County Commissioners on this Monday, February 9th, 2026 at 10 o'clock a.m. Please pray with us if you care to, and then we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner West.
Would you bow with me for a moment of prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, as always, we thank you for the abundance of gifts you bestow upon us each and every day. And dear Lord, I'd just like to ask a special prayer for all the people that work for the residents in our county, a good bunch of people. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate and admire what they do each and every day for the county and the people therein. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Any public comment limited to agenda topics and 5 minutes per person?
Thank you.
Seeing none, we'll move on. Opening of sealed bids for Johnson County Park Dunn Arena re-roofing project.
Okay. So the first bid I have is from SPG Roofing. The base bid lump sum for SPG contract services is $191,900.00. So 191,900. They did add an alternate one for 19,100.
Nobody raised.
Done area roof replacement from Foster Contracting. Ooh. Okay.
Be careful. Poof.
Just. I did enjoy that. Okay. For Foster Contracting, the bid is 203,000. So 203,000. The alternate one, it says to add 30,000. And allowance of 15,000 is included in the base bid. And the next sealed bid is from Danco Roofing Services. From Danco Roofing Services, the base bid lump sum is 147,500, so 147,500. The alternate A1 cover board is for $22,200, 22,200. The next bid is from Quality Roofing Services. Their bid is for $153,800, 153,800. Alternate is for adding one layer. Looks like $24,218, so 24,218. The next bid is for Roof Links. For Roof Links, the bid is $186,227.00. 186,227.00. Don't see an alternate, so I think there's one. Then. Good. The last bid is from JMG Ventures. And the bid is for $149,950. 149,950. That's it.
I would move to turn these over to Wes and Commissioner Baird to come back with a recommendation at our next meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Wes. City of Franklin Parks and Recreation Cruising the Amp Touch a Truck event on June 6, 2026.
Good morning, Holly Johnston, Franklin Parks and Recreation. I'm here to ask for our Cruising the Amp event, which is on Saturday, June 6th, that the county move the vehicles that are on the north end of the parking lot to the south end of the parking lot. The parking lot at the intersection of Jefferson and Jackson Street. They wouldn't need to move until the end of the day on that Friday, the 5th. As long as they're moved by the morning of the 6th, it would be fine.
Okay, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Hold on, let's let her finish. If you don't mind, go ahead, Helen.
And then we would also like to add a touch a truck to that event. And so we're asking if we can use the lot right next to Ann's. It would just be that small lot right next to Ann's. And I would check with Ann's to see if they're gonna be open by chance that day, but
Is that a Saturday?
they haven't been.
Yeah, as long as they're not open, I have
Mostly,
no issue with it.
yeah.
We don't use that lot anyway.
Yeah.
That's all friends.
Okay.
As long as you check with
If
Ann.
we need to sign a hold harmless for that, we can do that since that is county
You will.
property.
Yeah.
So
It's already in the current one that we have.
it is, okay, good.
Be good.
And then I just wanted, Friday, July 3rd is our fireworks. And county's off that day, correct? Maybe?
Does a dog pee in the road that day?
Oh, no.
I just, because we will have a generator in that parking lot again, so I just want to make sure we get the placement of that. So if the county's off, then it would give us more places, but I don't know, city's off, so I don't know if the county was off.
Yeah,
We can coordinate that.
We just put it in that parking spot, commissioner parking spot closest to the sidewalk.
Okay,
That would be fine. Any issue with that other than, as long as they don't bring it in early like they did before,
We're off. on
I know.
that For sure.
I've already
Yeah.
talked to him, so
we're good then.
We're all,
Yeah.
yeah,
coordinating.
we're all good. So I guess that would be all inclusive.
Must be a dog peeing in the road somewhere.
Must be.
Okay. Yeah.
We got a motion in a second.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's motion and second again if we could, please.
I'll move to approve all the events she just spoke of.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? You're good to go.
Thank you very much.
Tell them not to touch our trucks though, please. Yeah. No, thanks. We'll have something fancy there. You can use Kevin's truck. It may be. Routine matters consent agenda. We have 5 for the parks for grants. 1 for Vasia. Blue River Community Foundation Nonprofit Center grant minutes for 1/27/2026 and 1/27/2026 executive session.
I would move for approval on A and B.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Elected officials and department heads, auditor, approval of scope of work and terms and conditions with Imaging Office Systems, approval of purchase order and maintenance contract with Toshiba.
Move to approve 1 and 2 for the auditor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Health Department, ordinance 2026-0-1, amending Title 16 of Johnson County Code of Ordinances for fees, first reading.
Betsy Swearingen, Director of the Health Department. We're back again. This was some cleanup again on some fees were listed in one part of it differently than they were in the other for the same thing. And there were a couple of typos that I did not catch. And so we were just cleaning it all up. And we also did add some STI testing in there.
STI.
Sexually transmitted infections.
Okay. I just have to ask acronyms. So I'll move to approve the new fee schedule.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Betsy. Court Services Juvenile Detention Center Course and Fire and Security Addendum to Agreement for the Hood Fire Suppression System Proposal and Juvenile Community Corrections.
That's where it's at. Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Christie. Thank you, Betsy.
Hey, I had a real quick question on that Translate Live pilot program. Christie, is that admissible in court? I've been pushing for this translator fee that we've been paying to get some kind of relief there.
David Cox, Assistant Director for Juvenile Community Corrections. We're piloting the Translate Live program. It is not admissible nor recommended to be used during court trials at this time. However, the representative I spoke to did say that the Indiana Supreme Court is testing multiple of these devices right now, though did not state in what capacity.
All right, thank you.
I think they're using these in other states at this point in time, are they not at this point?
Yes, he informed me that other states are using these devices. They're also very popular in school districts and trying to translate live language. We're excited for them.
I think this will be a good start for that.
Agreed.
Thank you. Public Safety Communication. Excuse me, approval of Power DMS quote and terms and conditions pending legal. Status of the Fire Department Response Plans Implementation Project and status of Pulse Point Implementation Project.
Keith Brandt, 911 Director. So the first one is the Power DMS. We currently have a Power DMS product, a contract with them that expires in May that we've sent them a letter saying that we will not be renewing that. So we're kind of replacing with a different product. So what we were using with Power DMS before is taken over with that GovWorks Comms Coast contract that we signed at the end of the year. So this is to help us track all of our policies and do policy sign-offs and trainings on our policies, and we can schedule, make sure that our policies are reviewed on a regular basis and updated. So that's the Power DMS part of this.
So I would move to approve 1 pending legal, 2 and 3 as they're presented.
Second.
I have a motion second. Did you present on 2 and 3?
No, I have not. I think
Okay,
it's
because I
more like
did
give
want
you
to get an update on that.
get
You
an
don't mind.
update on those.
So actually, we're approving number 1, and number 2 and 3 are just for discussion. Motion
Okay.
good with that? Second, you good with that?
Yeah, there's.
Yes.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so actually, I just left a meeting, the fire chiefs, the Johnson County Fire Chiefs meeting, where we kind of discussed the response plans and what we need to get this project to the finish line. We've ran into just a lot of changes when we just scheduled meetings with, we try to schedule meetings with every fire department to say, this is what we need to get this project done. We met with all but one of those departments. And in these meetings, we found that there's GIS work that still hasn't been done with by the departments. There's continued changes with nature codes and things like that. We've told the fire departments, we've got to finalize what it is that we're doing. Because every time we make a change, we're having to start over this whole process. And we're trying to get as many things done with the anticipated changes. For example, we know that Greenwood Station 95 is going to be coming online in service at some point in the year. So we anticipate that. We know that Bargersville is likely going to have a new station in the southern part of their area that we're trying to build into this whole thing, so that when it comes online, everything's there for it. So we met with them this morning. I explained to them everything that we are needing from them, and told them there's likely going to be a deadline that if they're not ready to go, that we're moving forward as far as the 911 center is concerned with what we have.
Good. And
Yep.
they need to get out of our way. Let us get our job done.
Yes. So we've told them tentatively June the 1st would be a date that we would be moving forward with or without them.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. And then Pulse Point, that's something we were working with the health department and another organization on. It was upstream, and we had to put a hold on that because of some work that was done by Motorola with our addressing, and it caused a problem. The work that Motorola was doing along with the folks at Pulse Point to get the mapping and stuff to work properly on their map, it caused our calls that we were dispatching on our maps to plot off the coast of Africa. So as you can imagine, that creates more of a problem here directly in our county. So we had to put the whole Pulse Point thing on until we got all those issues resolved. I can tell you that we're still finding outliers of those, and we're working with GIS on those, but it are very few and far between that we're finding those addresses. Now there were literally thousands of addresses, tens of thousands of addresses that we had to go in and make corrections on the CAD side of things, on our Motorola side of things. Our CAD administrator worked very hard to get all that stuff done. So now we're finally back at a point where we have a meeting with Pulse Point on Wednesday to kind of pick that project back up and kind of get it across the finish line as well.
And I'm sure South Africa could use our services, but it would be, our call times
Times aren't going to be
they're
great.
going to be terrible.
So
And this is and I had met with Heath and Chief Pell on this probably a year and a half, maybe
yeah,
2 years ago now, and this is how long it's taken. Just more living proof that government moves slow and people like to stand in the way and try to.
we had told Motorola not to do anything because our CAD administrator was on vacation, and then she came back. I mean, while she was gone, we started seeing these issues pop up, and we found out that Motorola had got in there and done some work that we told them not to, and unfortunately we had to fix it.
Well, it's vital, as you know, Heath, and as we talked
Absolutely.
to help us save lives and get our response times as good as they can be.
Yep.
We've done an unbelievable job moving these things forward. I've been so proud of what we're doing in Johnson County, and I appreciate all those that have been in helping getting these things done. But it's vital that we get this moving forward and we keep moving on. Had a great meeting with the Indiana Firefighters Association here last week about trying to get us all working together and bring things together on the mergers and conglomeration. Had a really, really good meeting with Tiffany and Barb and them, Mr. Murray, the president there. So we are doing a lot of good things. Johnson County's engaged in working a lot to move us forward to make us the best we can be. And again, I go back to, and I want to say this, I'm going to continue to say it. We are the standard to which all others are compared, and we will continue to be that regardless. I don't care what state you live in, what county you live in, we're going to be the best and we're going to be on top. So thank you for all those that have been engaged in this, making this happen. Law enforcement, fire, EMS, everybody, 911 center, health department. It's just been a blessing to watch this move forward. So thank you.
Yeah, I'd say the plus point is we got to very close to launching when we ran into this issue. So I can't imagine it'd be a whole lot longer before we're ready to go. Everything's working in the sandbox that we've been monitoring. So
And I know we'll be working hard to make that
oh,
progress
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
So
we'll get it done.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm glad Heath explained that. That kind of explains why I was asked to help mediate the conflict between the Hutus and the Tutsis.
Well,
Thanks, Heath.
sometimes we got to do that. From his nice warm Florida place. Anyway, Highway Department. Approval of execution of NDOT change order number 1 for Bridge 95 and then award recommendations.
Good morning, Daniel Johnston, Highway Engineer. The first item is this change order for Bridge 98. That's located in Needham Township on 700 East, just on the north side of the Ermeyville intersection there. This change order has an amount of $75,342, which is approximately 5.8% of the original construction contract. And so this change order is going to be the county's responsibility to pay it to NDOT. Will then seek reimbursement from our design consultant.
To approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Luke Maston, Highway Supervisor. We're recommending award and contract execution for our 2026 material bids. The recommendations for concrete are Shelby Materials, crushed aggregate, Ward Stone, FOB Hot Mix Asphalt, Milestone Contractors, both plants 11 and 32, and Liquid Asphalt with Asphalt Materials. We have forwarded the contracts to the suppliers for execution, and we'll provide those to you when we get them back.
Move to approve all 3 of those.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. How are we on salt? Salt, sand? Luke, can you give us an update on
As
that?
bad as everyone.
Here, Marion County's got plenty.
I'm not sure where they got it.
Yeah, I'm not either. Black market, maybe?
Our main supplier of treated salt under the state contract has had distribution issues in the central Indiana area. So we are among just about every other local community that has outstanding deliveries. Our furthest back is December the 10th when we place that order. We're praying for warm weather because we maybe have enough salt to hit the county one time right now. But we are not alone. That is the case in just about every other community right now. I spoke with a representative from Salt Supplier last week. They're sending rail cars to the distributor every week, but I think the early snows and there was a bit of a rush at the beginning of the season, and it's just put them behind. I don't necessarily want to make excuses for them because I'm not happy about not having a full barn of salt, but it's not just us, it's everyone. So
Just sure is putting our citizens in a lot of danger, not having that material.
if we continue to get snows before we get deliveries, yes. I will say the effort that we put into calibrating our equipment, making sure that that is operating on every shift has really helped us respond to all of these snows while monitoring and controlling our salt usage. So I think we're probably in better shape than communities that don't do that, but we still need salt at the end of the day.
Don't they have anything like a pre-buy that you can do in June or July? I mean, like propane gas does and things for the winter. Luke, is there some way we can get our orders in earlier? We have a nice storage facility.
We do now, yes. The NDOT contract allows for some early deliveries to NDOT facilities. It doesn't specifically discuss early deliveries to local agencies, but I don't know that we would necessarily be prohibited from that.
Well, they're not paying for it, right? We are?
Correct. That's billed directly.
Yeah,
to
I've got a
us.
comment for that. It's 2 words, but I won't say it.
Mhm. Yeah. I can imagine.
If it's our money, can they tell us whether we can buy it or not?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know that we would be prohibited from doing an early order. We have never had the ability to do an early order or the need. Now that we have a facility that can do that, that's definitely what we're going to do moving forward.
I think, I appreciate that. I think that would probably be a wise move. I know we buy winter propane in June or July at a good price, so.
Yeah.
I don't know that the price will change any, but at least maybe we'll have enough.
Price won't change, but we'll be ordering before everyone else, hopefully. So,
I appreciate that, sir, if we keep that in the back of our minds.
absolutely.
Thank you.
And just to you and your staff, you guys did a great job.
Unbelievable.
It was tough conditions.
Appreciate that. I'll make sure I pass that along. They were tired, but they were focused and showed up every day and didn't quit. And I couldn't be prouder of them. So,
They did a good job.
We got a lot of mailboxes too close to the road.
well, we tend to fix that problem.
Yeah, but they put them right back up in the same place, though.
Yeah.
I would think that I know there's BMV or post office requirements on those things, but there's no way that they can be, I know going down my road, yeah. Going down my road, they're sticking out in the road, and there's just no way that, I don't know how we even get through there sometimes and be able to plow wide enough without taking all those out.
It honestly, our guys do a really good job, and I hound them, but it's tough because they are right next to the edge of pavement. Back in the 90s, there was some discussion, and it never really moved forward, about requiring a small mailbox pull off for new driveways, something not very wide, maybe a few feet, but would allow those mailboxes to be moved away from the edge of pavement. I think we would be very supportive of looking into that again, if that's something that.
Could we please?
We're interested.
Yeah, I mean, the massive amount of mailboxes I saw laying around in this last snow.
Yeah.
And not our fault.
Yeah,
But it means not our fault.
I joke, but the vast majority of those we didn't touch.
No, the snow touched them.
Yeah.
But they're so close to the road that impact is just, it's amazing.
Yep.
So anyway, I just, in my driving around, noticed all the mailboxes that are sticking out. Of course, nailed one with a mirror. So I know they're sticking out
That
into the
happens
road.
sometimes too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
squirrel mailbox died. Anyway, we'll go from there, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Under Board of Commissioners, appointment of board member to Nineveh Conservancy District Board, 4-year term, 3/1/26 through 2/28/30.
From what I saw, we only had one application.
Yes, Christine Watham.
Yep. I would move to put Christine Watham on there.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of board member to Johnson County Community Corrections Advisory Board. Fulfillment of remaining term that expires 12/31/2027, which I think needs to be a council member, which we have a.
Recommendation would be Michelle Grace, but she's taking over the presidency of the council, and I think Pam Burton is going to step down, or I don't think she has yet, or has she? So it'd be Michelle Grace flipping out for Pam Burton.
Let's give you one more thing to do.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, President Graves. Appreciate that.
Unless you reject the nomination.
It's preempted. You don't, yeah. We all have to do our part. Number 3's been scratched, correct? Appointment of board member White River due to no receipt of applicant. Number 4, approval of addendum to agreement with Johnson County Community Foundation, Inc.
You okay with that, Ron?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Claims.
Well, I got one for the sheriff, believe it or not. And is the sheriff there today?
No, he's not here. He's not present.
Oh, well, he knows how much I appreciate what he does, and I appreciate how he tries to take care of the residents out there at the jail. But he had a claim for $449.98 for accent chairs and a love seat. I'm just not real sure on that love seat what the application is going to be or where it's going to be placed.
Well, everybody needs a little love, Ron.
I can go with that, I guess. That's the only thing I had on claims. In the absence of his explanation, I'll go ahead and move to approve.
Second.
Those are for use by the jail inmates. You gotta have those, comfort things.
Yeah,
Never mind. I'm not
as
gonna-
they can sit on that and get their dental work done.
Yeah. That's another. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New and old business. Anything?
I'm gonna add one thing when we get done if there's no holding new business.
Just, Sheriff,
I'd like to say thank you and your department for moving quickly on the bomb threat and taking care of that as quickly and efficiently as you did. So kudos to your department for doing that. So
again, I say, we are the standard to which all others are compared. And I truly believe that in my heart, in my mind. And just as a side note before we adjourn here, if you're a board member, appointed board member serving on these boards, I ask that you please be fiscally responsible with taxpayer money. We are working on a bill at the state level that will hopefully help us be able to control that a little better from this point forward. But I'm just going to ask you to please be respectful of the taxpayers in Johnson County. And make sure that we are as effective and as efficient as we could be, and that we don't make us have to make you do things that are the right things to do in Johnson County. And with that said, I appreciate every board member that serves, and I appreciate all that you do, but we just seem to be getting to a point where we're not being as fiscally responsible as we should be in some of these areas. So know that we're working on it, know that we're aware of it, and know that we're going to fix the problem in whatever it takes to make sure that we take care of our taxpayers in Johnson County, not only keeping them safe, but also keeping their pockets safe from being robbed. And we'll go from there. Anything else? Sorry.
nope,
I'm on a roll. It's Monday.
I'll move for adjournment.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. We're adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.